Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and welcome to my house. Baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Morning comes and you know what you wanna say. What's the plan as we take the time has changed? Keep the clothes on the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of DCA Wildcats. This is episode 207 as we are on the road to Gateway to Heaven and first on the road to Death and Defiance. This is D-Wall here with you on commentary. Thank you for joining us for what is sure to be an exciting episode, as in our main event tonight we're going to find out who will be advancing to the Gateway to Heaven ladder match as Madison Starr takes on Sin. And also tonight we will have a fatal four-way Rising Star match that will be featuring 4 of the women in the upcoming tournament to decide the next contender for the Rising Star title after Death and Defiance. And also Adriana Jaiden will make her in-ring debut in just a matter of moments. That is going to be kicking off the show here tonight. Thank you for joining us. It's going to be one heck of a show, and thank you again for joining us here tonight. Lots of stuff going down here in DCA. And speaking of Adriana Jaiden's debut, we're going to kick off the night with it as Ryanne Starr is going to be taking on Adriana in this Gateway to Heaven qualifying match. And here she is, one half of the Hated Gates, Ryanne Starr. Of course, on the last episode, Lexi Gates was in a qualifying match and she was unsuccessful. So we're going to see if Ryanne can make good on one of the Hated Gates, at least going to Gateway to Heaven. But it's not going to be an easy task against the woman she's facing tonight, Adriana Jaiden. A lot has been said about her debut, and it is happening right here and right now. A woman who has made her name in several organizations all around the call world, and she is now here in DCA, and there she is. Gravity's champion Adriana Jaiden is making her DCA in-ring debut, and she has an opportunity in her very first match to win and qualify for Gateway to Heaven coming up in next month. Adriana has been all over the world wrestling for several different organizations, but a lot of people never expected her to be here in DCA, but it is happening right now. Adriana and Ryanne kicking us off here on Wildcats. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us once again. Please make sure to leave us a like if you enjoy this video and the content. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when new content goes up, as Ryanne is wanting Adriana to make a move. That's probably not the smartest idea if you ask me, but hey, I'm not Ryanne, but look at this. Adriana not wasting any time right now, going right to work on her, and hits her with a single leg drop kick. Quickly into a cover. One, no. Again, Adriana has been in several different organizations all over virtual wrestling, but now she's here in DCA looking to make a statement, looking to win and move on to the ladder match, but Ryanne is not going to make that easy for her by any means. Another cover and only a 1 count. And like I said, later on tonight, we also have our main event. Wait a minute, cover here. Cover here? Nope. We also have our main event tonight Madison Starr and Sin. So after the end of this, at the end of this show, we are going to know 4 women who will be qualifying for the ladder match. We already know 2 of those women from last episode. Faith Connors, who beat Lexi Gates, and we know Andy Cortez has also qualified, covered by Adriana again. 1, 2, no. So we know 2 women out of the 8 women, and 6 more are left to qualify. And we will find out by the end of Death and Defiance who will be in the ladder match. We already know, well, we'll know 7 of the 8 women because, as I mentioned on the last episode of Wildcats, there will be an 8th mystery entrant that will be added into the ladder match on the night of the show. So we will know 7 of the 8 women. And at Death and Defiance, we know 1 qualifying match. And that's going to be Christy Montero and Destiny Williams. First time that they have crossed paths in many, many years. As now Adriana, nice athleticism. Quickly into another cover. 2 count, no. And then we will know 2 more qualifier matches for the next Wildcats at the end of the night, as Adriana giving Ryanne a taste of her own medicine with that drop kick to the mouth. The cover 2, and again Ryanne kicks out. Also, like I said, a 4-way Rising Star match coming up tonight as well. We're going to have 4 women that are going to be in that mini tournament to crown a #1 contender for the Rising Star Championship. That's going to be going on tonight. And all these women, well, actually 2 of the women will be making their DCA debuts in this matchup tonight. As we're going to have Raven Sarian, Maxine Rose, Sara Miller, and CJU making their debut. Or at least CJU and Sara will be making their debuts tonight. Raven, who has not been pinned in DCA since her debut, and then Maxine Rose, who of course is affiliated with the Bombshell Club. There's a nice face buster by Adriana. Cover here again, 2, no. And also the Privileged Generation are back in action, as they're going to be taking on the returning No More Heroes, as Shinobu Jacobs will be making her return to DCA here tonight in action. So we got a lot going on as we are getting closer and closer to DCA Wildcats Death and Defiance, the final Wildcats event before Gateway to Heaven. That is coming up soon, in the next at least week and a half, if not sooner, as Adriana is going up top looking to fly here. No! I think she went for a senton drop kick, but Ryanne was able to get out of the way, and now full Nelson into the face buster. And Ryanne has got to take advantage, and this is what she has to do against Adriana. She's got to ground her and wear her out, because Adriana loves to fly around. If you know her history and you know what she's capable of, you know she likes to fly, and Ryanne has got to do what she's doing right now in this lasso from El Paso-like maneuver. Trying to wear her out, try to slow her down, work on the legs, work on the lower back. And she's doing a good job of it right here. And she's got Adriana in the center of the ring where she can't get to the ropes. But Adriana shifting around her weight and her body and able to slip out. Kick to the midsection. And went for the leg drop. Nobody home. Ryanne now. Irish whip in just hard into the turnbuckle. And now Ryanne has got firm control of this matchup, exactly where she wants her. And also tonight I'll be going down the list of the matches at Death and Defiance. As you see Ryanne just again grounding Adriana right here. And now again sending her into the barricade. And back inside the ring now. Ryanne has done a great job of grounding Adriana here in this matchup. She is not allowing her to have any kind of momentum and fly around the ring. The cover again, 2 count, no. And you have to wonder if Ryanne Starr can somehow win this match and move on to the ladder match. Of course, I've documented it before. Ryanne and Lexi are Lexi is a current tag team champion. Ryanne, I believe, is a former champion. I don't know if she's currently holding a women's title, but I do know she has held one in the past. And now look at this. Ryanne with a kick right to the mouth. Ryanne can fly if she wants to, but Jaiden with an elbow. And again with the senton. And now, look at this. Into a reverse DDT. Lifting reverse DDT. And now Ryanne again back in the driver's seat. 2, no. And Ryanne, you could tell, visibly frustrated. This would be one of the biggest wins of Ryanne's career here if she could get the victory here over Adriana. Cover. 2, no. If she can get the victory here over Adriana, and with the accomplishments and the accolades that she has all over virtual wrestling, this would be one of the biggest wins of her career. And Ryanne knows that full well. That's why she's going for this figure 4. Again, working on the legs, trying to slow her down, but Adriana able to reverse it. Reverse the pressure. And now, kick to the midsection by Ryanne. Ryanne off the ropes, going for a clothesline, but gets caught with a Spanish fly. And another one. 2, no, again Ryanne kicks out. And you have to wonder how much longer Ryanne can withstand this kind of offense. But Adriana, it looks like she doesn't care how long Ryanne can last. She wants to end this thing right now. There's a suicide dive. And this is what Ryanne needed to avoid. Adriana flying around the ring. And now that's oh, never mind. Got caught with a scoop slam. And now it's Ryanne going up top, waiting for Adriana to get to her feet. And she goes for the crossbody, but now Adriana showing her strength. And she gets a scoop slam. And now, oh, but for something Adriana rolled through, but Ryanne with a kick to the back. A smart bit of awareness from both women right now. Let's look at this. Sunset flip. No. Punch right to the mouth. I think Ryanne was trying to give her a sunset flip, but again roll through. Went for a forearm by Adriana there. And now, no. Look at this. Into an arm drag. Nicely done. Running in and a head scissors. And now it's Adriana has got Ryanne on the back foot. Adriana again going for maybe another head scissors, but gets a kick to the midsection instead. And now Ryanne is going to look to take advantage, going up top. Senton, no! Got nothing but the mat. Adriana from behind into a poison rama. Ryanne, look at this. Small package. 2, no. This has been a very competitive match between both of these women as expected. But with stakes so high, like being in the Gateway to Heaven ladder match, you gotta go all out. You gotta do whatever you can to win the match and go on to the ladder match at Gateway to Heaven. A match in an event that has defined careers, that has shaped careers in DCA's past. A lot of women have been made and broken in that ladder match. 2 count, no. And I don't think I need to state this any plainer. 90% of the women that have won the Gateway to Heaven ladder match for the women have won the Wildcats title at Revelation. So that's how important this particular one is to everyone on the roster. Crossbody by Ryanne, only a 2. The only two exceptions to that rule have been at the last two Revelations 2 years ago. Revelation 7 and Revelation 6. Because Faith Connors was given the briefcase by Nillen and she was unsuccessful. And then Revelation 7, Sakura Hagiwara won the briefcase and she was unsuccessful. But last year, wait a minute, Ryanne, full Nelson facebuster. That could be it. Leg is hooked. No! And you can see the emotion on Ryanne's face right now. She thought that was it. But last year, Revelations 8, Ellie Rose won the ladder match and she went on to win the Wildcats title. So it's almost a guarantee, folks, that if you win that briefcase, you become Wildcats champion. And that is why this match is so important to everyone who's qualifying for it, because they know if they get in that ladder match and they win that briefcase, they have a good shot of winning the top prize here on the roster. And can you imagine Adriana Jaiden in her second DCA match, if she doesn't get booked beforehand, winning the ladder match and going on to be Wildcats champion? She's got that opportunity if she makes it past Ryanne here tonight. And Jaiden now, look at this. Whoa, arm drag into a drop kick. And that's the expertise of Gravity's champion, folks. And I don't think Ryanne knows what's about to happen. There's a crossbody halfway across the ring. 2, no. Ryanne has got to do something here, and maybe that's what it is. Kick to the midsection again. Maybe that's what she needed, but Adriana pushes her away. But Ryanne's still trying to maintain control until she gets kicked right in the midsection. And now, another head scissors. And how many more of those can Ryanne take? How dizzy does she have to be right now, to be completely honest with you? Uh-oh. Drop kick to the side of the face. And Ryanne having to retreat to the ropes now. Adriana through the legs, into another head scissors. And Ryanne has been taking a lot of these all match long. But she's not giving up, I'll give her credit. Adriana now into another one. She's letting her have it and making sure of it. Oh, went for another head scissors, doesn't connect. Forearm, no. Going for, oh, look at this. Caught with a power slam. Irish whip into the backbreaker. Very nice by Ryanne. Up top. Again, the senton doesn't hit. And now, wait a minute. Look at this. Going for a rolling crucifix pin. Rolling crucifix pin, only a 2 again. And now, look at this. Nice tilt-a-whirl arm drag. Ryanne gets caught, another Spanish fly. And now Jaiden, again, gets caught. And Ryanne, every time it seems like there's been some kind of offense by Ryanne, Adriana's been there to counteract it and vice versa. Into the sit-out powerbomb. 2, and again Ryanne kicks out, and now it's Adriana who's frustrated. Both of these women know, like I said, how important the ladder match is to their careers. They do not want to be on the outside looking in when it comes to that ladder match in a few weeks. And now it's Adriana who's retreating to the assistance of the ropes. Drop kick, no, Adriana just able to duck into it. Cover now. Roll through, 2 count. And now Adriana running in but gets a jawbreaker. Again, that back elbow does not connect. Adriana now waiting, looking for something. Clothesline. Another one. Into the roll through. Into the belly to belly. One of her signature moves. And now, is she going to look for gravity's downfall? Ryanne never saw it coming. That's it. Wow. And just like that in her debut, Adriana Jaiden is moving into the ladder match. Watch this. Look at this precision on this. Gravity's downfall dropped her. And that it was gonna do it. Adriana Jaiden is moving on to the Gateway to Heaven ladder match, and we're gonna find out in our main event whether Madison Starr or Sin will join her, Faith Connors, and Annie Cortez. But what a debut for Adriana Jaiden here tonight.
We cannot change the past, but we can start today to make a better tomorrow.
And we know that Ki-Tae Young wants that opportunity at the Fever title. Morgan Raincroft, Erica Blandelli already made her point clear. And of course, Haley Jonas has made it very, very clear, because it was supposed to be Erica and Ki-Tae Young last episode, but it was Haley Jonas who stopped that from happening. All because she does not want anyone else to get any closer to that belt except for her. But ladies and gentlemen, now we're getting into some tag team action. You know that music and you know who it's for. The Privileged Generation. As Emile de Rochefort leads her team, Danielle and Irina are here tonight for tag team action. Irina on the left, Danielle on the right, and Emile in the middle. Emile de Rochefort taking over the Privileged Generation as of the beginning of this season, and says she wants to lead them to the tag team titles that they feel they've been cheated out of. Now, if you recall, they've had 2 opportunities, I think 3 opportunities actually, at the Wildcats tag team titles, 2 of which were in multi-person, multi-team matches. The first time they were screwed out of the belts by Carmen a few years ago. The second time they finally got the number 1 contendership, but they were blitzkrieged by then champions Trixie, before she became Beatrix, Decker, and Betsy Chairshot. And now, ironically enough, Betsy is once again Wildcats tag team champions with someone that she's teamed with Trixie, who's teaming with Trixie, I should say, in Amy Lynn. The Wildcats tag team division has been changed drastically since the Privileged Generation first started here. And it's ironic that they are still here now in a world where really Trixie Decker still runs things. And you gotta wonder how the Privileged Generation feel about that, considering the entire time they've been going after these belts, Trixie has been involved in some way, shape, or form. Of course, the Wildcats tag team title match for Death and Defiance has already been set. It will be Betsy and Amy Lynn against Chloe Price and Max Caulfield. So the Privileged Generation can't really challenge for those titles just yet, but they can get closer, at least to contending possibly. And here they are, Alice Twilight and Shinobu Jacobs. No More Heroes are back. Of course, Cynthia not with them. Cynthia Cristal, the leader of No More Heroes, the wife of Travis Touchdown, probably taking care of the kids at home right now. But let's be honest, No More Heroes, one of the most successful teams in DCA Wildcats history. Former Wildcats tag team champion Shinobu, a former Queens of Wrestling champion and Soul Silver champion. Alice Twilight has still yet to hold singles gold, even though she says she wants that. She's even protested. I wouldn't say protested, that's more of a negative term. I'll say she's requested to be in the Rising Star tournament coming up, because she has not yet held the Rising Star title. And to be honest with you, I don't even think she's ever challenged for that Rising Star title. So really, if anything, she would qualify for that, since she has yet to challenge for it. But now Danielle Winters and Alice Twilight in the ring. Of course, this will go a long way in determining who may possibly challenge for those belts next. Of course, we know that the Lotus Collective have made their intentions clear that whoever walks out of Death and Defiance with the tag titles, they want to challenge for them. And they would have a winning record to go on. They are 2-0, not just in tag, not counting tag team matches, but also in that six-woman tag. They were successful. So you got to think the Lotus Collective, they do have a case of possibly challenging for those belts, as now Shinobu gets tagged in as Irina is being a little bit too cocky, but that might have been exactly her plan. But Shinobu now finally getting involved in this matchup and hanging her out to dry. Like I said, Shinobu, one of the most successful women in virtual wrestling history. No one expected her to do what she has done here in virtual wrestling. Former Wildcats tag team champion, Queens of Wrestling tag team champion, Queens of Wrestling champion, Queens of Wrestling Soul Silver champion. She is one of the most accomplished singles wrestlers in VWU, and you wouldn't even know it because she's been in a tag team with Alice for so long. But that's exactly what she is, and that's, I think, why Alice has been so determined to be a singles champion, because she's never had that. She's never had that distinction. As now Danielle's back in the match. And another drop kick. Actually, I should correct myself. Shinobu is not a former Soul Silver champion, as now I'm looking at the stats here of former champions. However, she is a former Queens of Wrestling tag team and singles champion. Of course, the only woman to hold the Triple Crown in Queens of Wrestling is Daisy the Quake Johnson, the current Queens of Wrestling champion. She's held tag, Soul Silver, and the Queens of Wrestling title. As now Alice is giving it to Danielle on the floor, belly-to-belly overhead suplex. Of course, the current Soul Silver champion, Annie Cortez, as I stated earlier, is in the Gateway to Heaven ladder match. And she's joining Faith Connors and who we found out just a moment ago, Adriana Jaiden. And in our main event, we're going to find out if Madison Starr or Sin will advance. As now Irina was running her mouth, and Alice is trying to get some revenge. But that's just giving Danielle more time to recover on the outside of the ring. And Alice just stomping away on the arm. And tagging in Shinobu. No More Heroes can be very violent if they want to be, that's for sure. But so can the Privileged Generation. We have seen it time and time again from these two. Shinobu quickly becoming if honestly, I'm surprised Shinobu wasn't in one of these qualifier matches. But then again, I completely understand it. She wants to help her friend. She wants to help her friend Alice, and I can get that. It's now off the ropes. Shinobu went for a shoulder block, but Danielle just trucked it and gets a head scissors though. And Irina wants a tag, and she gets it. As now Irina in trouble. Shinobu just stomps her out. Cover. One. No. Shinobu looking for something. Irina, no. Knee, 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 knee. And now, Shinobu over the ropes. Oh, nope. Elbow to the face. But now, both of these women going at a sleeper hold. Shinobu trying to reach for the ropes, can't get it. And now Alice trying to get in the mix. But there's Danielle at the direction of Emile de Rochefort. And that's exactly what she's out there for. She is out there to cause a distraction. Sometimes she's out there to help her women, give them direction. That is exactly what she's there for. Alice gets tagged in and trucks Irina to the point where she's got to make a tag immediately. Went for something, but gets kicked out of the air by Danielle. Irish whip, and Danielle goes right for the knee. The technical expert of the privileged generation is Danielle Winters. She made a stint in UWL. I don't know if she's still signed there or not, but nonetheless, she is a very dangerous woman. Irish whip. And then just gives Shinobu a cheap shot just because she felt like it. And now takes down Alice. And again, another cheap shot on Shinobu. I think Danielle might be the most dangerous woman in that whole group, to be completely honest with you. Emile is the brains, Danielle's the technical expertise, and Irina is, when I find out a word that describes her, I'll let you know. Might be here all night for that, though. So, yeah, I may have to get back to you on that. Meanwhile, Irina gets tagged back in, but Alice immediately senses the danger, or what Irina may call danger, Alice might call a feather flying across your shoulder, but we're not here to judge, folks. Or I am not anyway. Dragon suplex. And Shinobu gets the tag back in. But Irina, let's be honest, you can joke about her all you want, but she's been successful with the privileged generation. They have brought something out of her that I don't think she even thought was possible. As you see right there with that knee, right to the face, but now she's taunting Shinobu, and that's not a good thing. Uh-oh. And right back to the arm. Taking a page out of their own playbook. Shots to the midsection. Crowd not a fan of the privileged generation. I don't think they've ever been a fan of the privileged generation, to be completely honest with you. Big knee. Taking Shinobu out, but Shinobu's right back up. And Irina, to her credit, is staying right on her. And this is what I'm talking about. Oh, never mind. I was gonna give Irina at least a little bit of credit, the fact that she was able to stick with Shinobu as long as she did, but she got kicked in the mouth forever. Oh my God! Emile was distracting Alice, taunting her, and that allowed Irina to get the win. I don't know if you noticed that, but Alice was too busy jaw-jacking with Emile on the outside of the ring, and then she got caught with a punch to the mouth. Look at this. Bam! And that was it. I don't think Alice even saw Irina coming. And if she did, she wasn't prepared for it. The privileged generation, Emile de Rochefort, once again paying dividends. And they may be getting closer to another tag team title opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back to DCA Wildcats. It's been a great night so far. We're getting set for our Rising Star four-way match, giving you a bit of a preview of the Rising Star mini tournament that we're going to be doing at after Death and Defiance. We're going to be announcing some of the participants in that tournament. 4 of them are in this match, by the way. But this would be a very interesting contest, to say the least. Two of the women in this match know each other, for all intents and purposes. And one of them is here right now, Maxine Rose, a member of the Bombshell Club, who said that she wanted to bring the Bombshell Club some gold, and guess what? She wins this tournament, becomes #1 contender for the Rising Star title. She will definitely be bringing the Bombshell Club some gold. Maxine has been impressive in DCA since her debut, and now she's got an opportunity here in this match to go into the tournament with some momentum. But she's got 3 other women to go through, including one that she's, from what I understand, I could be completely off the mark, but I believe her and CJU have some history, but I don't quote me on it. This is just rumor and hearsay that I think I've heard, but I don't want to dig into it too much because that might be too personal for me to, kind of just wildly speculate or anything. So I don't want to do that, but that's just what I believe. Participant number 2 in this 4-way match is a woman making her in-ring debut here in DCA, Sara Miller. And if you know Sara Miller from other promotions that she's a part of, that t-shirt that she wears, Pixie Plex, that's indicative of what she is known for. She will suplex you and suplex you and suplex you, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. You're just going to be taken for a ride, and that's all there is to it. One of the most popular stars anywhere on the planet, and she's here in DCA. We are getting some great pickups here in 2024, that's for sure. And participant number 3 is a woman who I said earlier has not taken a loss, as far as I know, since she debuted, and a woman who very well could be the favorite going into this tournament, Sarian. A woman who every time she has been in DCA and every time she has been in the ring has been more than just impressive. And you got to think, the women in this match and the women in this tournament are going to be gunning for her immediately, because she might be the biggest threat to all the women that are going to be competing. But then there's one more woman in this match who's making her DCA debut. Who just recently signed on the dotted line to come to DCA and be in this tournament, Chloe Jane Ulrich, CJU is here in DCA. Getting a great reception. Chloe, I'm sure, would love nothing more than to win this match and get some momentum heading in to that tournament. Four-way match. First woman to gain pinfall or submission will win this contest and get some momentum heading in to that mini tournament. Of course, these four women, like I said, are going to be part of that mini tournament. That's going to be happening after Death and Defiance. As Maxine is taking it to Raven and CJU is taking it to Sara. And now CJU and Maxine, but Maxine might be the strongest woman in this matchup. As you can see, but Sara just kicks her and takes her down, but Maxine's right back up. And some of the women that are going to be involved in this tournament, like I said, these four women, along with Yuki Mori and Mai Nishimura, who made her intentions clear back at Redemption when she appeared. Those are just 6 of the women in this tournament so far that are announced, that we can announce, I should say. We're going to find out who's going to be #1 contender for the Rising Star title. Of course, at Death and Defiance, it will be Heather Ray and Nova Kane, their second encounter, except this time it will be under no disqualification rules, something that Heather wanted. And that plays into Heather's mindset, that plays into Heather's strategy. That is a prime spot for Heather to be in. But then again, we have seen Nova Kane make it out of impossible situations before to keep that title. Remember, she's beaten 3 other women before to get that championship, as now Maxine breaking up that pinfall at the same time as she dives onto Raven on the outside, as CJU with a DDT. And if this is the kind of action we're going to see in that mini tournament, we're in for a treat, folks, as now Raven just taking those steel steps out of Maxine's hands, as now Sara with a suplex, only a 1 count. Like I said, Sara Miller will suplex you until you are blue in the face, and then she'll keep doing it. CJU now in control. Maxine trying to get her bearings on the outside of the ring. As now Raven, oh, look at that, look at the athleticism of Chloe. And Maxine doesn't see the chair. No disqualification in a fatal 4-way match. So that chair is perfectly legal, as Chloe gives her a taste of her own medicine. But now Maxine running in, and now Raven running in. And a big shot to the face. Oh. Sara and Chloe just took that kick and said, "Have you got any more?" No, yes, she does. She's got a suplex for you. More suplexes. As Maxine with a cover on Raven, only a 2 count. Maxine with a dragon screw leg whip, and now CJU coming back into the match, but nope. Irish whip into the corner, and Maxine with a big spear into a belly-to-belly overhead. All four of these women, like I said, they want to make an impression with that tournament coming up. Referee, that was at least a 2.5, maybe even a 3 count there. I don't know what the referee was doing. Fireman's carried by Maxine. Now CJU's got the chair and cracks Sara right over the head with it. And now Raven and CJU going at it as Raven tosses her. And now she's about to get tossed. Power slam. Maxine showing the guns as she likes to do, and then gives a lariat to Raven. But now CJU head scissors, or excuse me, a Frankenstein. That was a Frankensteiner. There is a big difference. And Sara now gets Irish whip. And now big boss man slam, or in this case, boss woman slam, because Maxine is the boss. If you ask her, she will tell you point blank that she is a boss. Oh my God, look at the strength of Sara. Crunchy! Doesn't even get a count. As Raven broke that pin up. And now CJU trying to get in the mix. As Maxine's trying to recollect herself on the outside, now back inside. CJU with a snapmare into a drop kick. And Raven's got the chair that puts it down to break up that pinfall. Again, this is the kind of hard-hitting action you're going to see from all these women as they look to make an impression and potentially challenge for the Rising Star Championship. And a spear by Maxine. But Raven off the ropes. Big face buster. And CJU doesn't realize there's a pin going on, and she's got a chair, but Maxine kicks out. That could have been catastrophic right there. The CJU would have had no idea that there was a pin going on while she was under the ring. And now she's trying to get the pin, but nope, no dice there. It's going to be very, very difficult to call this here. But again, Raven now, what's this? Good Lord. And now everybody's on the outside. And this is not, I mean, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. What's Raven doing? Oh, my God. Raven standing on the pigtails of Sara and pulling on him. That has got to hurt. Stepping on the pigtails and then yanking on her. I mean, I'm sure some people would like that if Raven did it, but it's not the time or the place to be discussing things like that. As Raven gets a chair to the back, giving some revenge, I guess, for that front drop kick by CJU. And Sara's going to go plexing. She's going to start plexing again. As Raven with a Luthes press and Sara with more plexing on CJU. 3 teardrop suplexes. And a huge monkey flip by Raven. What a match, folks, we are getting here in the Rising Star division, that is for sure. And all of it, oh wait, another suplex by Sara. There's going to be some suplex drunk women at the bar here tonight by the time this match is over. The way that Raven and everyone else has been suplexed to death in this match. As now, again, It's going to be a little hard to call this action just a bit. Moonsault by CJU. There's 2 pins at once. CJU's pin getting pinned further down. Maxine's pin. Oh, and then, Jesus Christ. Raven's back up. Back elbow. Stuns Maxine. Clothesline by Maxine. Maxine with an electric chair as Sara brought steel steps into the ring. I don't know what for, but hey, not my business. And now more plexing by Sara. Butterfly suplexes into a butterfly facebuster, but she gets drop kicked right away. And now Maxine's got the steps and cracks Sara with it. Was gonna crack CJU with it, but she kicked him away right at the last moment. And now more strikes by Raven as Sara comes in with a clothesline. And now CJU with strikes. Tiger suplex. Somebody count how many plexes we have seen in this match. Somebody. I'm sure we've seen at least a dozen. As now CJU, big scoop slam into the cover. The other two don't realize it, but Raven kicks out. As now from behind, Sara gets a Russian leg sweep. Raven with a big knee, taking out CJU. As now Raven with the stunner. And Sara has no clue as Maxine and CJU are fighting on the outside of the ring, and that is it. Raven Sarian again. I can't begin to tell you how many times I have said that this season so far. How many times have I said Raven's name after a victory that she has got, she's racked up? I can't begin to count. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this woman, Raven Sarian, might be the dark horse pick in this tournament. And if I'm anyone in that tournament, I would very much consider doing everything in my power to make sure that this woman doesn't make it far, because if she does, she might be the next Rising Star champion.
Cindy the Clown! Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a. We're gonna do it. Give us any chance, we'll take it. Read us any rule, we'll break it. We're gonna make our dreams come true. Do it our way. What would we do, baby, without us? What would we do, baby, without us?
And there ain't no nothing we can't love each other through. There is more to life than what you're living. So take a chance and face the wind. An open road and a road that's hit. Brand new life around the bend. There were times. As long as we got each other, we got the world spinning right in our hands, baby, you and me.
We gotta be.
It's everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away?
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting set for our main event of the evening. And it is a big main event, folks, because we are going to find out the next person to qualify for the Gateway to Heaven ladder match. We already know 3 names as of tonight: Faith Connors, Annie Cortez, and Adriana Jaiden. We're about to find out a 4th woman to qualify for that match here in just a few moments. And it's going to be very interesting to see which one of these women are going to qualify. And we're kicking it off with a woman who's been very determined lately to win a singles championship here in DCA. A woman who you'd probably expect would have held a singles championship by now in DCA. Madison Starr. And if you haven't already known, if you can't already tell, Madison Starr is one of the most popular women in the Wildcats division. What would it mean to her being here since season 3 to become the Wildcats champion if she can somehow qualify tonight and go through 7 other women to be the winner of the Gateway to Heaven ladder match? And main event, Revelations 9 for the Wildcats division. A woman who's been labeled the underdog her entire career, even in the XWA. By the way, XWA, amazing fed. Go check them out and go support the dude. 3X. I keep saying it, I would not be at the position I'm in if it wasn't for his help. And I will give him credit every single day for that. Thank you, sir, for all that you have done for me, for this league, and for car wrestling as a whole. And here comes a woman who's got a lot on her mind right now in Sin. And I can tell you right now, before we go any further, I can tell you right now that because of the constant back and forth between herself and Beatrix Decker, we have made sure that those 2 women are not in the same building tonight. Sin's here tonight. Beatrix is not. Beatrix will be here on the next episode of Wildcats. Sin will not be, whether she wins this match or not. And if either woman, and I got this confirmed by VW board before a certain somebody says VW doesn't do anything, I do something because I run the damn place. If Sin or Beatrix get involved in each other's matches between now and Ashes of Eden, there will be some severe consequences, up to suspensions. So both of these women can finally just hash out their differences at UWL Ashes of Eden. Because if Wayne ain't gonna do anything about things and nobody else seems to be willing to do something, I'm gonna have to step in at some point. And Lucinda agreed with me that Beatrix, if she gets involved tonight in any way, shape, or form, she's losing that goddess title. And if Sin gets involved in Beatrix's match on the next episode, she's getting suspended. That's just about the long and the short of it. But ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Main event of Wildcats 207. It is Madison Starr versus Sin. The winner advances to the Gateway to Heaven ladder match. Like I said, Faith Connors, Annie Cortez, and Adriana Jaiden have already qualified. And next episode, we are going to have 2 more qualifiers that I will announce right now for you. Oh, Sin blocking that kick. Both of these women knowing each other very well. I'm sure they scouted before the matchup began. Only a 1 count there by Sin. And we got some big matches on the next episode of Wildcats that I can announce as well. So get ready for this, folks, in just a moment. As wait a minute now, covered by Madison. 1, no. Like I said, there's going to be 2 more Gateway to Heaven qualifiers on the next episode. One of those qualifiers will be Beryl Bedlam one-on-one with a returning Alexis Voon, the Platinum athlete, returning to DCA on the next Wildcats to possibly contend for the Gateway to Heaven ladder match. And also, another big match. 2 former Wildcats champions will collide as Vanessa Price will take on the Rave Slayer by Mimi Ishibashi. That is also going down on the next episode of Wildcats. Cover here. 2 count, no. Also, because of the consistent interference with all 4 women involved in the Fever title picture, covered by Madison. Quick pins by both here. Because of that consistent interference, next episode we are finally going to settle it. It is going to be a fatal 4-way match to determine the #1 contender for the Fever Championship. It will be Erica Blandelli, Kite Young, Haley Jonas, and Morgan Raincroft. Covered by Sin. 2 count. So yeah, 4-way match on the next Wildcats for the contendership. Kite Young, Erica Blandelli, Haley Jonas, and Morgan Raincroft. And also, like I said, Beatrix Decker, the Goddess Champion, will be here, and she will have an open challenge match on the next episode. We don't exactly know what that entails or who's going to be in that match, who's going to even want to step up to Beatrix, but somebody will be stepping up to her on the next episode of Wildcats as well. Suzuka will be in singles action against Bella DeSantos. And I am getting word that Eve Heron and Ovana will both be in the building next episode. That's going to be combustible, to say the least. Because if you remember, Beatrix will challenge for the Wildcats title at Gateway to Heaven. It will be Beatrix against either Eve or Ovana, with both titles on the line. Covered by Sin. 2, no. As now Sin back in control. Like I said, she's got a lot on her mind. Madison from behind. Back suplex, no. Sin able to counter. Sin now rolls through, hooks the legs. She's got a good pin there, but only a 2 count. And then just gets clotheslined all the way out to the floor. And now Sin looks like she's looking to fly, and she does, but only gets the matting on the floor. And Madison looking to take advantage of that now. dropping her on the barricade. Ladies and gentlemen, Wildcats Death and Defiance also coming up. Wildcats tag team titles on the line. Arcadia Bay Ass Kickers against Betsy Chairshot and Amy Lynn of the Succubus Club. Heather Ray and Nova Kane for the Rising Star title in a no DQ match. Suzuka and Miyako. Also, no disqualification. Spinning neckbreaker by Sin. Wildcats title on the line, cover. 2 count, no. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Gateway to Heaven qualifier match. Christy Montero and Destiny Williams, they will renew their rivalry at Death and Defiance. Wildcats title, Ovana Morgan and Eve Heron. Never thought I'd see that match happen. And of course, the huge 6-woman tag match that was made on the last Wildcats. It will be, and yes, you are going to hear these names correctly, teaming up. And wait a minute, Madison. King Crusher on Sin. 1, 2, no. It will be Sakura Hagiwara, Reiko Hinamoto, and Bad Amy teaming up to face off against all 3 members of Godsong. Kinsey Cray, Hiromi, and Akami. And that's taking place at Death and Defiance. You want to talk about an unpredictable match. That 6-woman tag is probably the most unpredictable of all the matches on the card, because we have no idea what to expect from Godsong. As now Sin hanging Madison out to dry, off the ropes, big knee. And now top rope. Sin looking for something here. Phoenix Splash. 2, no. And Sin cannot take Madison lightly. She can't afford to look ahead, as she's got Beatrix coming up. As now Sin bringing Madison back in the ring, but Madison with an arm drag. And now monkey flip. Very nicely done by Madison. And now Madison went for something there. Sin with a big knee. Went for the swanton, doesn't connect. Madison, Statmare. Off the ropes, big knee to the back. And now, shot to the face. Went for a knee again, but doesn't get it. Gets a boot instead. And now Madison trying to slow the pace down. Which one of these women will move on to the Gateway to Heaven ladder match? Faith Connors, Annie Cortez, and Adriana Jaiden have already advanced. Who will join her? For a chop. Madison again. Big drop kick. And look at this. Sin ducking into the ropes. I wouldn't say ducking, but more like retreating to the ropes. Might have been the only thing that she could do right there. Wait a minute. Off the ropes with a suicide dive and sending Sin right into the barricade. And the fans making it clear they like what they see. As now Sin was starstruck, but she had her foot underneath the bottom rope, and Madison, just now realizing it, dragging her away from the ropes. Off the ropes, nope. Drop kick gets swatted away. Sin now. Drop kick. Sin running in, Madison. Head scissors. And now, is she looking for this knee again? Yes, she hits it. Sin can't capitalize. There's a clothesline. Into an elbow drop. And now, Madison looking to retake control. There's a boot. And now, Madison up top. What's she looking for? Big splash. 2. And again, Sin able to get the shoulders up. And Sin can't afford to take can't afford to take too much damage ahead of her match at Ashes of Eden. Sin now waiting for Madison to get up. Madison doesn't realize it. Crossbody. Crossbody, no. Drop kick, no. Madison from behind, crucifix pin. 1, 2, no. Right hand by Madison. Sin. Off the rope, Sin. Oh, kick and a punch. And now, went for the senton, but Sin was able to get out of the way. Madison in trouble. Flatliner by Sin. Sin now going back up top. Madison doesn't realize it. Nope, yes she does. And then just drops her with a lariat or maybe just a right hand. And now, right hand by Madison again. Madison, oh, what's this? Oh, wait a minute. Exploder suplex. Quickly going for the pin. 2, and again Sin kicks out, and Madison obviously can't believe it. Oh. Swats her out of the air. Sin now went for the trigger knee, but gets a boot to the face. Madison going for a senton again, but Sin well up in time. And Sin, sling blade, rolls through into a drop kick to the side of the face. Signature offense from Sin. What's this? No, never mind. I guess we'll never know. Madison up top again. Madison crossbody, no. Sin rolls through. And what's she looking for here? No, Madison from behind with a backstabber. Backstabber by Sin. On to Sin, excuse me, but only a 2 count. And Sin having to roll to the outside of the ring. As now Madison. What's she looking to do here? Look, she looks like she's looking to fly. Suicide dive. Madison wants to punch her ticket, the gateway to heaven. But she can't do that if she doesn't get past Sin right now. Madison again going up top, but Sin meets her and drops her off the top rope, and now a swanton. Sin, big knee, but Madison merely just shrugs it off and gives her a drop kick. Sin able to get out of the way of that elbow drop. Sin now running in. Sling blade into the drop kick. Madison has no idea where she is right now. Just repeated strikes by Sin. Doing anything it takes to keep Madison down. There's a drop kick, but Madison won't stay down. She wants to make sure. Sin now back up top. Madison gets out of the way of the drop kick, swats it. Right hand, kick, chop, kick, chop. Another one. The Eddie Mack Memorial chops, folks. At least in VW. Everywhere else is a chop. Head scissors. Madison now back up top again. She is defiant with this elbow drop. As now Sin. What's this? Sin with another European clutch. And the referee, I don't know what the heck's Ashley's problem. That was a 3 count at least. As now, wavelength. And again, Ashley taking her sweet time to go for the pinfall. Gonna have to get another referee. I thought I got a good one. Apparently not. Cover off the power slam. Now she hooks the leg. I mean, now she goes for, Ashley gets a stronger pin there. Is Ashley biased against people that have mechanical implants in them or something? I don't know. Is that what's going on here? Do I sense some implant bias going on here? Madison now again has Sin starstruck, and this time there's no ropes to save her. 2, no. Despite Sin and Madison having to deal with Ashley's bias, this has been a hell of a match. I'm kidding about the bias. 1, 2. At least she counted, correctly this time. I'm going to have to reprimand her. Or, no, Lucinda's going to have to reprimand her when she gets to the back. Ashley has to do a better job here as Sin and Madison fighting for this opportunity to go to the ladder match at Gateway to Heaven here. Right hand by Madison. Kick, blocked, right hand. Another one. And now, Devil Trigger EX. 1, 2, no. And Madison retreating to the turnbuckles. What has Sin got planned now? Sin now on the top rope. Oh my goodness, Falcon Arrow. She did the deal, but she knows better than to go for the pin because everybody kicks out of the deal. Moonsault doesn't connect. And Madison from behind. That's 2 points. And just slapping her on the back of the head for good measure. I don't know if Sin's going to appreciate that too much. Swats away the drop kick. Yeah, I don't think Sin appreciated that too much. Oh, my God. Oh, wait, no. Madison. Poison Rana. She was looking, and now she's seeing stars. She was looking for the one-wing Hellion, but got a Poison Rana, seeing stars, shooting star press, and Madison Starr's advanced. Wow! Just like that, Madison Starr has punched her ticket to Gateway to Heaven. And you gotta wonder, that's a big victory for Madison on a former Fever champion. But what a match. Look at this. Went for the one-wing Hellion, gets a poison Rana, and then the presence of mind of Madison to hit that knee, making Sin see some stars. And then the shooting star press. And that was all she wrote. Madison Starr joins Adriana Jaiden, Annie Cortez, and Faith Connors in the Gateway to Heaven ladder match. And this woman right here could finally be one step closer to a singles title here in DCA. Thanks for joining us, folks. This is D-Wall here, and I will see you next time.
Welcome to my